members. He was trying to, and we crashed every like 5.
Don't remind me.
It was just
I just got out of therapy.
It was one of those matches where it felt like Shade never died, regardless of what happened, and Ruin was dead all the time. We'll see if that changes here. We're going to go live for the initial mid. Why don't you take it away, cbear?
Alright, so yeah, we are live here. Can HRG win it right here? One map more, and they are the Season 13 champions. Of course, Mixup, the blue guys for the first half here, want to stop that in its tracks, but HRG's looked awesome. Here we go, no frags as of yet. Enigma goes down, trying to get very aggressive, opening up for his team. A nice pipe by Platinum. Drifts one over the rack onto Sizer, and that might actually win the initial part. That pipe hit a lot of people with Splash, and it's 2 down for HRG. Enigma is back up. Harblue and company capping the point, so nice start here, DJC, for Mixup. They have the point, and both medics stayed alive.
It was weird. Is the only word I can come up with to say what HRG did. They sat one soldier on the higher rock, Banny on the cliff, and then everyone just kind of sat in one position and looked forward. We're going to see the bombs coming out to get the force here. Banny drops one sticky on Harblue. He's going to have to pop here because the rocket's coming in. They're going to drop Lansky, Banny, and Sizer, but I think that's exactly what they wanted. They get the 5 kills. Shade already has his Uber. The spawns are going to come in about 5 seconds for HRG, so give it about 10 to 12 seconds for the push to start coming in.
And
they're going to have full buff.
Mixup's going to forward hold. They're as aggressive as they can be. Every player on top of that balcony area, generally where you see a sniper, and they're going to try to shove it in. Sizer's going to be the first to go down. Look at HRG trying to plow right through. The pop is going to go, but great forward hold. They're going to back up as well, force the pop, get 2 frags. They're going to get out. Platinum is getting caught out, but he is still alive, taking a lot of time to die. Big encircling of the combo does Mixup, and they're going to kill pretty much everybody. Shade is dead to the stick. The Boston Bash with a stick with nails in it that makes you hurt and bleed and jump a little bit, and that is going to be a nice play. Mixup looks great early on here.
Very nice execution from them so far. They got one early pick on that forward hold and did a ton of damage to the second scout who was coming out, and Sugar couldn't do much. We're going to see what HRG's play is. If they go for the suicides again, they're going to jump both soldiers through. Banny's going to walk this. This actually looks like kind of a no commit, no uber push, as my voice starts dying on me, but Shade is going to stay a little far back and is going to run as soon as the Uber comes out, and that's exactly what happens. He starts moving out. He does eat one rocket. The big jump into main. TLR with a huge play there to get on top of Shade's head and drop him. Banny and Sizer also died, so HRG tried something a little bit funky, a little bit creative, and it did not work out. Committing your medic to that push is very dangerous.
Now they're in a horrible position as HRG in this round. Remember, guys, for King of the Hill, both teams go to mid, and then the first team to cap starts the timer down. You have 3 minutes, and as you may have noticed, Mixup has held it the whole time in this round. They have just gone under 1 minute left. The bomb coming in now. HRG trying all they can. They might have made an opening for themselves, but Shade goes down to Tyler on the backside, so no healing resupply for HRG. They're going to try to make some frags here, but looking at Harblue, he's fine. He's going to watch his team jump back in. Can they win this fight? They are slightly down in manpower, but they still have the point. 30 seconds counting now for Mixup. HRG getting run off the map in this first round.
Enigma's going to go in here just to get some damage onto Banny, so that the heals aren't great on HRG right now. He's actually going to commit to this, but the nice sticky trap takes him down. That was nice by HRG. They realized the situation they were in. They lost their medic on that fight before, so they knew it was no Uber and they could just push it in. They did lose Shade again, unfortunately, so behind. The Uber's going to come in from TLR here. He's going to jump on the left side. He's going to pursue very far, damage them. They just need to cap this and hold it for 25 seconds. So it's a very small amount of time. Shade's getting near that Uber. Tag is fighting in near the point, but he is going to get cleaned up by both scouts. Enigma spots out the combo on that left side. 20 seconds to tick away here. We have about 4 until Shade has his Uber. So one HRG push is all they're going to get. They're going to pop the Uber very quickly. Lansky gets one rocket onto Platinum, switches over to the medic, trying to find the scout out as well. The only kill they're going to get out of this is Enigma, and that was on the flank. And then Sizer makes it a double onto Ruin here. The HRG repush is going to take the point. Plat's actually going to commit to this. They know they can give up players right now as long as Harblue stays alive, but is he going to? He's in spawn right now. Is he being chased by the scout? He could afford that. Because they were ahead on Uber. It's risky, but like, there's so much time. Mixup can maybe mess around a little. I don't want to say mess around. They're not like taking it as a joke, but they can give up players to try and make like really big picks that'll allow them to make a second put.
I was going to say it's very rare to see like a minute and a half, 2 minutes of time run off for one team, and Mixup did 2:30, really big chunk. And the Uber is going to be popped here, and that extra delay in time might give Shade his Uber. He's at 95% tag, gets piped off, air pipe. Ugh. But Shade will have his Uber and pop and counter here, but their down men is HRG. They're going to turn out Enigma and Ruin. They're onto the combo here. Ruin goes down earlier. Harblu is going to go down as well, so HRG cleans up the fight. Can the medic go down? Shade does stay alive. Still a scout on the backside. YZ is the last to go down. 140 and counting now. It's not as one-sided. HRG has dominated the last minute and a half of this game.
I defended that like sacrifice of 5 players by Mixup, but now it just looks atrocious because they failed their secondary push. The entire point of that is to soften them up for the second push, and it's not going to matter here because their third push is failing too. Platinum down instantly. Enigma is on this heavy, so they're going to get kills on a Tagarung and Shrugger here. Uber's getting very close for Shade right now. TLR is going to pop into the point, jump in rather, to try and get some pressure. Sizer just errantly walks across in the range of about 10 players and dives. And Shade at 98%, he's down to 5 health. He gets it just in time. One more shot was going to drop him. Big jump from Lange. He's going to whip out shotgun. Enigma's showing off those jukes, but it's not really going to matter. Harblu at 50% now, so they have wasted 2 minutes and 20 seconds here in this little 3-push merry-go-round that Mixup have been playing. They have a huge advantage, but HRG are going to set up this forward hold, and the last time this happened, Mixup's Uber was atrocious. They did nothing with it. They air-piped Tagarung, and then nothing else of importance happened.
Actually, HRG's backing off the forward hold. We see Banny has stickies up sort of into the entrance of the point on the left side rock. I believe you'll probably have some more somewhere else. I don't know where they are. That combo is out. They've made it up onto that top right area, but Banny greets them with pipes and forces the early pop here. Here comes Mixup, but they're so low. They've gotten 0 damage done with this Uber, but all they really need to do is cap. HRG knows this. They are going to push back onto the point and try to stop. Lange goes down. The crucial fight of this game. Shade goes down to the Ruin, who found backside pressure. Platinum is behind, dumping stickies on me. Enigma is still running heavy, and I believe that's it. Shrugger and Tag are both low, but Tag with a pill. What? How did they kill everybody? They were so low, and they did it. 45 health for Shrugger, 27 for Tag, and they are going to take it.
The Ruin camp. It's Ruin versus 2 weak players right now. One cap gets this. There's a soldier and a scout there. I don't think HRG realized they needed to contest this and try to go back for health. Here comes Shrugger on the point just in time to save it. The reinforcements are coming in.
Oh my
Ruin's
God.
going to pistol the hell out of Lange. We're going to see a nice close fight here. 3 versus 4. The health is atrocious on HRG, and Enigma coming in late with the huge cleanup, the double kill. What an ending to the first round here. Mixup go up 1-0.
Jesus Christ. You see, that was crazy. I'm sorry, I thought it was over. Tag and Shrugger somehow avoided damage. They were both in the yellow, and they lived there with one of the best end of rounds I've ever seen on Viaduct. I say that stuff a lot best of, but that certainly was amazing. Okay, so that was pretty good. What are you guys gonna do to follow it up here? Mid-fight number 2. Banny goes down. Enigma got some early damage. Ruin helps finish it off. Shrugger goes down. Big bomb on the backside from Tag, who's continuing to have a great land. Does drop the medic here. It's 3-on-2, but Shade is still alive. Gotta find Shade. He is in his spawn now. 60% Uber. Mixup has mid, or they're waiting, I guess, to cap it for some reason. I'm not exactly sure why they did that. I guess to give their team the spawns.
Yeah, they were waiting for the spawn times to be better, so they weren't as far behind on Uber. It's a play that, like, it's so tiny, but it will have a huge impact, especially because they have this heavy up. They're going to have Harblu here to give heals out for this impending Uber push that's coming in about 6 seconds. But really, HRG's style of play on Viaduct is just exemplified by that. They don't care what happens as long as Shade lives and they drop Harblu. They sack everything else to get it. Uber's going to be popped in here. Lange goes straight into the house trying to shoot rockets at Harblu. Is not going to get him thanks to the presence of this heavy weapons guy. Harblu went down to about 73. Here goes Banny, though. He's jumped on top of the house. He's going to try and go for the flank, but Enigma and Harblu have already backed out. The pipes are going to come over the cliff. Not going to matter, so Harp swings this into a 60% advantage, and those heals actually helped out a lot for that fight. Why is he just going to walk forward and drop Sizer? Yeah, the heavy push is going to be huge here.
I think we're going to see pretty much full-time heavy out of Enigma. He'll go probably Roamer, Gunboat, Bomby at mid, but after that, the heavy's done quite a bit. There comes the Uber by Mixup. They're going to re-push the point. The time, by the way, wow, Shade does go down. Tyler with a huge play. I did not see it, but judging by your reaction, it was quite the play. Enigma gets a kill on the middle, and this is Mixup's point, and Shade goes down, so Harblu's going to get an advantage and build it here as Mixup is going under 2 minutes here, 2:05, and taking a big advantage and foothold here in this round.
It was not like the hugest play from TLR, but that had to happen. It looked like Shade had backed out through main. TLR went up to the balcony, made a nice read, landed on Shade's head, and then dropped 2 rockets. It was so huge because it means HRG are now behind by 20% instead of ahead by about 40. They're going to try and shove in with no Uber here. They're moving to the point. They have to deal with this heavy. They have done so very well, getting a lot of focused fire on top of him. He's going to stay forward, going to get a lot of damage out. They're going to drop Tag. The Scout is plus 40. Harblu, though, there's rollers underneath his feet. Sticky's going to go as well. Shrugger's down, and here goes Sizer trying to make his play on a Platinum. He actually whiffed on the first 2 shots there. Plat lives on 58, and then the Sticky comes in for Banny. It's 3v3 right now. Uber advantage is gone. Ruin's gonna walk in behind, trying to make the play. He took Shade down to 12, no kill.
Actually took him down to 5. It was as close as it possibly could be, but the medic regen popped him back up to 12 there. But wow, really close. Harblue, Ruin. I get those two mixed up because I'm used to seeing the mix-up Ruin medic, but it's definitely not it's Ruin. But we do have both teams with Uber now, so nice kiting. HRG was down at advantage, but both teams are going to pop on the point. The time, 144 for the blue side. Red just crossing 150, so as even as it possibly can be right now. Not a great push by blue. Ruin does go down. Ubers have been cycled. HRG is pushing now. YZ goes down. Sizer
Lansky's on a Harblue. Lansky on a Harblue. It's one rocket surfed away, but the second was a direct. Took him down. Mixup really struggling to deal with Tagarung here. He was in-house and they focused a lot of attention to him. He made it out, he rotated back out, and then they had every eye on him. It opened up a huge hole on the plank side, that left side from Mixup's perspective for Lansky to come in and drop the medic. But Shade did go down, checking right now for Kritzkriegs. It's going to be Uber versus Uber here. Yeah. Mixup just going to retake the point knowing they have the more forward heals right now.
You see the Viaduct spawn timer come into play there because Shade did die a little bit earlier, but since they had the point, Harp spawned in time to just earlier and got to resupply his team. They did not quite, they did get the point, so 110 now for Red. Platinum with a nice kill onto Sizer still. 4v4 situation here. Banny with the upper ground up top right for the blue side looking at him. Big bomb coming in by Mixup, but they're not going to get anything done, and Banny is dumping damage as he always does on this map. Time again so close at about 110, 115, but Red is going to muscle. Mixup has to back out here. Looking at the Uber, it's basically even. Harbaloo has his right now, and they're going to go in. Shade is going to get his right now. Here comes the fight. Both Ubers pop on the point, which HRG did recap, so they're going to run time off during this fight. And Tagarung does go down to a nice pipe by Platinum, but they are low and separated from their medic, Platinum and company, over on the left side of the map, and it looks like they're not going to be able to do this, although they do have an advantage. Here comes the bomb in. Believe that is Enigma trying to make something happen. Does alleviate the pressure, but his team can't follow up. They get blown up. They are going to be able to cap the point. Quite a bit of damage being done. They're stuck in that gulch on the right side. Mixup, Platinum, and Ruin get some kills. Tyler goes down. This fight has been dragging on forever, and it's so close. A big play could turn it. Ruin trying to make it happen onto Tagarung. He's on the medic. He's on Banny. Platinum plus forwarding in. Ruin does get taken down. Platinum gets taken down. HRG holds on. What a crazy fight, DJC. Going on for about a minute.
I crashed, so I saw exactly one sticky of that fight. I saw Platinum walk forward, throw a sticky at Shade's feet, and they get launched up in the sky and die. But little retakes like what just happened matter a lot here. You saw Mixup took that like in the midst of the fight, and it kept them from probably losing because it meant they got 20 more seconds, and there's 22 seconds left to go in the game. Look at Sizer right now, though. He's going to rush on a Platinum and try and pressure him. Gets a meat shot out of the sky by YZ. 50. Uber's going to be popped onto the point. YZ is dead. Tagarung making the big plays on the flank is going to drop the Demo Man as well, and Enigma has to go deal with him in house. 2 rockets, not going to get the kill here. 7 seconds to go in this second round, and nobody's really in position for Mixup. Harbaloo's taking the initiative, dropping those needles on the point. He's going to eat the rocket. He does crater tag, but Mixup can't even get there. Yeah, it is HRG with better positioning, got that flank in. Tag has been a threat all day, and nobody is dealing with him effectively on Mixup.
Really, really close round. That fight that went on forever. Many times, one rocket, one meat shot would have tipped the fight in the other team's favor. As it stood, HRG does get the win there. There's tied up 1-1 going into mid-fight number 3. The early aggression out of Enigma has been the story. He does get the first kills. I do crash as well, DJ, so you jinxed me, buddy.
Well, Tag, once again, doing a lot here. He jumped in on that side. Enigma did get a kill there. But Tag did a ton of damage, opened up a ton of space. Harblue is going to survive the mid-fight. The only ones, they're going to start building very quickly here. Shade with a 20% advantage, and HRG moving to the forward hold because they know they're ahead. And they know that if they get this pop out of Harblue, they can just back it all the way off. But it looks like Mixup might want to take this out on the flank side here. They're moving a soldier through. Both soldiers, in fact, Enigma and TL are committing to this. They're going to jump back as soon as they see the forward hold. They lose Enigma. They didn't even have Uber. So they just lost a player and a lot of time for absolutely nothing, which is a little bit surprising. I will assume you continue to not be back in.
I'm sending client info over here.
So I'll drop it over to Blank real quick. Blank, if you're in Mixup shoes, how do you break this forward hold right now?
Well, the way they are doing it right now, this is really good. Just pushing out the left side. Ideally, if they have a forward hold, you just want to push in the side that the demo isn't watching, as both Ubers are popped here. Platinum is actually going to get Lansky cut out here, and that's, I think, the opening pick that Mixup needs, DJC.
YZ goes down with stickies from Banny. Tag was doing a great denial job over on that flank side, shooting down the ramp. HRG are clustered all on point. Platinum and Ruin have no health, so I don't think Mixup are in a great position here. Enigma's going to try and jump behind, gets pressure onto Banny, goes for the air shot, but could not get it. Shrugger and Sizer on the cleanup work drop 4 in quick succession. Harblu went down as well to Sizer there in the end. YZ50 is hiding in house right now, but I don't think HRG are going to peek too far forward. You see Banny committing to the cliff here. YZ's just not in a position to go for him. So Mixup behind 70% on Uber, and
Medic's actually going to stumble right into where YZ50 was, and he walked out right before the Medic walked in. Lange does go down. You know, well, YZ's fighting Banny does take a lot of pressure off of the team. They're going to be able to push out here. It's actually pretty close.
Shade died.
Shade died as well.
Too.
Great play by Ben.
I don't know if that was a drop, but Shade was very close, if not. Tag is going to jump in and try and take down Harblu. He'll get him down to 88. Shrugger going in for the cleanup, going to drop TLR with some nice shots there. Lansky and Sizer, the other one's alive. Sizer's actually spawn camming, eats 2 rockets from Enigma. He's down to 4. So that'll be a cleanup call soon here. He takes the longest range 4 damage shot in the world, and Sizer's dead. HRG behind now by a solid 50%, but that's the first time Mixup have gotten this map. This map is all about rotating the timer, making the most of your spawn times, and repushing. Platinum's getting caught out a little bit. Huge sticky spam goes off on him. He launches backwards down to 50 there at the lowest. Ruin and Shrugger going to exchange lives here. Uber's going to come out from TLR because they saw that commit. He just needs to go straight for Shade if they really want to equalize this, but it's not going to matter. He focused entirely on Banny, and then Lansky with a huge kill onto TLR. So that Uber is wasted. There is a soldier behind as well in the form of Tagarung. Just dances around the health packs, Dave AC style. And that means HRG is going to make their initial push, but no, Platinum. Oh, dear Lord, Enigma drops the medic.
Yeah, close to Uber there. I don't know if he had it. I was watching the tag bomb. He did get in onto the point. Medic does stay alive up until now. Yeah, still alive. Harblu does watch his team repel off, push the Blue still has the point, so the scouts are trying to get in onto the Medic here. Big frags! Tyler the double onto Banny and Shrugger, and that is going to keep the point in the hands of Mixup, who are sort of mirroring that first round where we saw HRG make a huge comeback. Mixup was down 2 minutes in this game, and they're coming back. 1:45 now is their timer. 1:09 stalled out on the red clock. HRG is going to come in, though, without the Uber push. Harblu at 95%. He's getting pressured. 99 he has.
Banny's secondary jump right onto the Medic. Perfect placement by Banny. Made Harblu pop there with that one sticky. Harblu's down to 60. So he had to, and now Shade at 70%. The spawns are 3 seconds away. The Uber push is about 10-15 seconds off for HRG. Mixup doing the wise thing. The forward hold, they're going to force them at the doors. We'll see what HRG's counter to this is.
Well, like Blank said, they're going to try to find the way where the stickies aren't, and it looks like they've picked right, that their right side, because Platinum is up on top right. They're actually going to get an entry frag here. Force does come out by Tyler, getting that door force, and that might actually be enough. Harblu only at 40%. Here comes Red. They are up 5-4 in bodies and positioning now, but Platinum doesn't want to give this up. He is spamming damage down, but he has to back up. Popped up in the air and killed off by Tagarung. The big bomb on the Platinum, and they're going to back off now.
Late in the fight, hit 2 directs on a Shade there. He was dancing around the tunnel, spotted out, still managed to get 2 rockets before he died. That's a huge swing because it's 1 minute and 43 seconds is the times right now. Harblu has 100% Uber advantage. I would not be surprised if we see Shade go Kritzkrieg here to try and make a repush. That's a play that Shade has done in the past, but no, he's just going to stick with Uber. Trying to make the prophetic play, the prophetic call, but it's not going to happen. Mixer just going to take this with ease. I'm looking for Tag right now. He's got most of a full buff. He's jumping up to the house. He looks like he wants to find his opening, but he's not going to. Just backs it off, and the aggressive Uber. Banny's going to drop here to Enigma, who was aggressive on that side. TLR jumped as well, but they couldn't find anything. HRG's backed it all the way up to spawn.
Yeah, not sure why Harp popped there. He was full health. They had the point. Maybe just felt the pressure, didn't want to milk, and he popped. So Shay does have a 30% advantage, but they're going to be building. Forward hold again being employed here, and looks like HRG is going to try to break it the same way, but Platinum is dumping some roller spam onto that far left side.
Big bomb coming in. One rocket down to 50 health for Shay. Surfs into the house. That was beautiful. That was reminiscent of Pure in Season 9 on this very map. HRG have no health, though, and they need to get to the point right now. YZ doesn't have any buff on him. Platinum's going to drop a lot of spam. They're going to get that kill on the YZ. Plat's trying to escape, juggles himself with his own sticky, eats one from Banny. They do get the force, and that is crucial because Harblu has 70%. The heavy coming out from Enigma. We're going to see the big fat man repush. 35 seconds to go in this, the 3rd round of Viaduct. Banny's going to sticky off that far right side exit for Mixup. Tag and 1 scout playing on the opposite. They're going to shove 5 players through this one door. Tag is going to get a lot of spam out here. He's actually just going to back it off. TLR hits a nice rocket Enigma's gonna slow push this with that heavy. TLR is in deep though. He has Hard Blue on, and the Uber's gonna be popped out. One nice rocket followed up by that sticky from Platinum. The big cleanup kill. Shotgun went off on Lansky, dropped him to 74 HP. Shrugger is down. Tag doesn't have life either. Banny and Sizer the only healthy ones, but Sizer runs into the heavy. Banny drops a pill onto TLR, but it's not enough. Okay. 6 seconds to go, and 2 insanely close rounds of this map so far.
I'll call 3 insanely close. I think that second round was really close as well. That fight that was pretty crazy. So Mixup has got the 2-1 advantage. Now they were able to break the attempted forward hold cleanly and got into middle. Harblu didn't have to pop for a while there. Great play there at the end for Mixup, and we're at the very crucial mid fight here. HRG down 2-1 in this. Enigma does go down again. That super aggressive Ruin as well gets piped off by Banny. Here comes red aggression now.
TLR onto the medic, 1 direct, makes it 2, Shade down. And that's the first time in a long time I've seen a Shade medic team not have Shade survive on the initial mid fight. Like, they always come away with advantage, or even as my neighbor starts mowing his lawn in the background. You don't get cbear's neighbor, but you get this shit. Jesus.
That is awesome. There's still snow on the ground where I live, so there will be no mowing of the lawn here. And I live in the 7th floor of a building, so that would be like a mid-air lawn mowing. It'd be a little weird. Tyler does go down to Banny. Of course, as you said, Tyler with that huge play earlier is going to give his team the full Uber advantage. The heavy is out. Enigma playing a lot of heavy. Here comes the pop. No Tyler Uber, though. They're going to do the Plat Uber. He's trying to close distance. Does have damage onto Banny, who's still alive. Plat does go down. Not a good Uber at all.
Oh,
yeah, Sizer was behind the flank. He got meat shot down by Ruin. The heavy is still on the point. Ruin goes down here. I believe HRG is going to retake here in a little bit. The point did go. 218 for red, 250 for blue. Enigma goes down. The heavy absorbs so much damage, but he's backed off. Shade has Uber. Can they force him? Mixup needs DJC to get a force out here, and I don't know if they will.
They don't have a roamer right now. They just have TLR, so they're not going to be able to get it very easily if they do try and go for it. The problem, as you saw there, Banny walked in, dropped 4 pipes into Enigma, which hit everybody. Meanwhile, TLR is going to die to Tagarung. Lansky with the double shotgun kept clean up onto YZ and Platinum. They're trying for this force. Shade milking it all the way down to about 15.
He did pop, yeah.
Yeah, he did pop in the end, and look at Ruin right now. He's hiding. He's on the Shade. 2 shots, goes for the 3rd. He's hit 4, 5. He takes him down on the 6th. I don't know why I'm counting shots, but it looked a little more impressive in the STV than it did in real life. But Harbling up to 90%. Shrugger on the flank. He's going into the spawn right now looking for the medic. Dropping a few shots of his own on a Harblu. Harblu only down to half. They clean him up. It's a 7 health Tagarung and a full health Sizer right now.
Yeah, TJC turning into the count. 1 shot. 2 shot. The meat shot. He wins.
Next time it comes up, I'm just going to say it like that. Like exactly like that. It's going to be fantastic. It's going to end up in a frag video.
Okay, so recap here for blue. Look at the time though. HRG 121 and counting. Mixup has to run out some time here, but they have all they need to do so. Here comes a big bomb coming in by the blue soldier here. It is Lansky, not Tag, but Tag right behind.
TLR just annihilated that kid. That was nuts. And it didn't even kill him. That was like one of the greatest air shots I've ever seen. Single air shots, and it didn't even get a kill. I'm really depressed. Tag dies in the end anyway. TLR is crazy today, dude.
They hit so many air shots. Yeah, we talked about it during the halftime break where we were running ads. Like, everybody's hitting air shots. Mixup hit so many. They didn't even win the game, and they hit like 15 air shots last game. But Tyler, again, I missed that one, but Tyler, a huge air shot. Both teams with Uber now. We're going to see a fight on the point here as time is getting closer. 155 and counting for blue. Banny goes down to the domination kill. Harbor's going to get that domination, so that's big. Though Banny during this huge team fight here. Scout fight on the left side. Ruin and YZ are down. Tyler goes down. Medic is still out. Platinum trying to fight off everybody. He still has a very low Enigma as well. Here comes the bomb on to Harblu. Harblu nice to his Shade Surf, but no Tag. Has gunboats. He can fly, and he got him. Big cleanup. HRG did it without Banny.
Well, that was a nice surf attempt by Harblu, but Tag doing the smart thing, just chasing it up. It's going to allow HRG to take as much ground as they want to. But get Mixup, they want to push right now. They're not going to let them get a forward hold setup. They're not going to let them get anything. Platinum's going to get heal stacked on him. Sizer's going to die to the combination of Ruin and TLR right away. That's going to hurt their ability to defend here, but it does mean Sizer's going to be some reinforcements. Tag's going to go for the big jump, taken down with ease, and Mixup can start this cap. Right now it's Enigma alone. His team is getting heals and reinforcing. Uber's going to be popped off thanks to the huge bombs out of Platinum and TLR here, and Mixup's going to get a lot of cap time and keep this scout alive for so long. Lansky's shotgun does a little bit of work to take YZ down. So Mixup getting the force out, swinging to a huge Uber advantage. Here comes Lange and Banny. They're diving into the tunnel here, throwing those pipes. Hardblue dodging very well, only took about 50 damage. But HRG realized the situation and realized they had an opportunity to go straight for Hardblue. They didn't lose anything for that, and delayed Mixup's push a little bit.
Enigma's behind right now, DJC. He's dropping right on the back of Shade, who's just randomly jumping. Does go down to a nice rack shot. Not a direct, but the rack was hit, and that is huge. I don't know how Enigma got there. I was clicking around. I was like, hey, that Enigma's on the other side of the map. What's going on here? But no heals now for Red. Mixup has a great chance, but they are down big time in time as we're getting towards the overtime. So Blue needs to get on their horsies here and get on and start some cap time. They do still have it about half capped. They're going to turn some frags out here. Scouts will be cleaned up. Tag and Shrugger are down. Banny is still alive. Does drop YZ. As we do have truck crashing. That's not a good thing, ladies and gentlemen. We'll do the radio cast, DJC.
I love the radio cast so much. Shade actually could never meet up with anybody heal there, despite getting a pretty good spawn. Hardblue's at 45% Uber. It's down to 1 minute and 15 seconds to go for Mixup to defend this and take a third round and take us to halftime. I'm just going to point out right now, Ruin has 62 points, and the next highest on his team is 35. TLR's going to die on the entryway here to Lansky, who's coming in with heals stacked on him. The bomb is going to come from Tagarung. He's in behind on the left side. He's going to swoop around, drop some more rockets, and HRG just take it. They had the big distraction from Tagarung. Nobody from Mixup could get there, and the overtime matters quite a lot. It's now 2-2, and I think we have to continue the radio cast, cbear.
Yeah, TrukTruk, we all have crashed now. We did a trifecta here, so TrukTruk is back in, he says, and that is awesome. So you guys will get to see this round in its entirety. Hopefully we're done with any crashing shenanigans. 2-2 here, HRG trying to finish out the season here in this first half. 1-3, and we'll go to halftime. Enigma goes down, Tyler as well. Mixup not really competitive in these last couple mid-fights, but Ruin and YZ are going to turn a couple frags of their own. Both medics are up. Banny's got a bead on Hardblue, that medic, and his team is going to drop 2. Plat goes down, YZ goes down. Hardblue is going to try to run away, and there's not going to be a bomb attempt onto Hardblue. Sneaks away at the very end. Closer mid-fight than we've seen. Both medics do stay up, but HRG again is going to start the clock.
But that pick at the end by Enigma to take down Lansky is pretty big. They're going to have about 10-15 seconds of time where there is no pocket for HRG. Beyond Banny, they're going to drop over cliff here. Hardblue eats a pipe and has to pop. TLR's going to have to go in deep to get this force. It's 2 long-range directs on a Banny, switches to the shotgun, gets the force late. Lansky's going to rejoin this fight shortly, so it's going to be 6-on-6. I don't think Mixup got anything in behind. They're going to get Tag on the kill as he was jumping in on the far left side. Now they're going to try and spot off this scout. I believe that's Shrugger dancing around. TLR jumps away from the fight. Banny and one scout trying to pinch him. That is Sizer. Shrugger is going to die, and Sizer walks in and takes down TLR on the health pack. So it's 4v5 right now. Mixup moving to the point. Sizer in on the flank is not going to accomplish a lot. Didn't really do a lot of damage. And Banny gets caught out on the other side trying to get some spam off. So Mixup with a quick retake. It was a minute ticked away.
Yep.
Mixup might be able to milk this a minute of their own actually here.
Running 60 seconds off, you know, the first and second best teams in the world, that's a pretty good accomplishment. 60 seconds, nice chunk of time for HRG. Mixup has their forward hold right now. Both teams are circling around Uber. They don't quite have it. Hardblue does have it. Shade at 96. They're going to get in. Banny does go down. Uber being popped. Nice sneaky Uber there. Going to cut both scouts out as well. Can they drop the scout before Platinum dies? Shrugger's at 8. Tyler shotties him down, missed a few, taps him off with the third, but that was mission accomplished for the red guys. HRG ready to go with Uber, and there's no real forward hold, although I guess they're trying to do a different form as Hardblue and company are right up there on that left side, but that's going to leave Shade to enter in on the other side of the map, and they are now in, haven't had to pop, have taken no damage, and they've gotten in. Both times they're going to pass each other. Forced comes out. Red does have pop. Sizer back on the point, but I believe Mixup's just going to get pushed out here, and they will, and take damage, and Hardblue as well dies, so awful situation there.
Lansky got on a Hardblue. YZ was the only one protecting him. YZ could not kill Lansky in time. He dropped a nice rocket on a Hardblue, and then switched out the air shot to take down YZ50 as he was bleeding in the sky from his hunting knife adventures, as he gave himself a whack with the 3 rune blade from The Witcher. But 30% advantage now for HRG. Mixup want to push this right now, but YZ's going to die instantly. So they're down a scout here. That's pretty important because it means their capping power is gone, their flank is weakened. See if Mixup still commit to this. They know the Uber's getting close. 85 right now for Shade. If Mixup get this right now, they can just pop on a Mixup, but it's not going to matter. Hardblue eats a ton of damage down to 13 health, has to run back to the cliff. Ruin's going to get pinched on the flank, and then walks up and gets a double kill on a Sizer and Tag. Lansky is in deep here, going to the man. He takes down Hardblue. What an aggressive play from the young Lansky. It's just Shrugger and Shade alive. The pop came. Shrugger gets a kill on TLR, but Shade is going to drop on point. YZ50 gets the kill, and Shrugger on 94 HP here. Is he going to go for the play? Is he going to wait for his spawn? He's just dancing around the house right now.
Come on. No, he's going to wait for his spawns. But wow, what TF2 we're seeing here. Mixup closes the gap, kills everybody right as Shade gets the Uber. Lansky cleared out and got the medic on the other side of the map. Like you were following, really close fight there. But now the time 101 for HRG, 135. They're not giving us a time any time to say how much is left. We're gonna fight right here.
Banny did so much damage on point there. It led to 3 kills and now a 4th. Harblue's alive. Banny's going to jump and see if he's caught out at all. He's not, so Banny just going to stick up super aggressively. You're actually going to sticky the front spawn shutter door, and Ruin is the one who bites the bait. Super aggressive from Banny, knows the spawn timers, knows he is able to do that. He is on fire right now. He was at 500 damage per minute for the vast majority of this map. I'm pretty sure he's still right there. He's a little bit crazy.
Oh, the lawnmower's back. Banny does go down though, a little too forward up in that hole there, but damage. Tagron jumping onto the medic does not drop him. Harblu was taken low. Mixup trying to fight back here. 24 seconds and counting for red. There goes Mixup's cap. Shrugger gets taken down on a 3v1 on the left side of the map. Mixup has the point. Shade has Uber. Harblu at 85%, so a very small window. They're building as fast as they can with that Boston Basher. The scout hurting himself, so his medic gets Uber. Platinum, huge kill onto Lansky is right. Lansky's been getting a lot of these Ubers. Banny drives in. They're going to switch to a forced pop. They do get the force. Shade is back in his spawn. He's hanging out. Every one of these plays, DJC, that HRG has run has worked. They say, we're going to go in and get the force. It's happened almost every time.
Yeah, and they still have a scout in behind as well. Lansky's going to drop Enigma, trying to make the play. Couldn't get the force. Shade was down to 50. They're just going to walk back to spawn and resupply him. And that delay by Enigma might be very big here, because it means Shrugger's still down. This push is going to be even numbered here. Our Mixup wrapping entirely. Did I just see this? Did I see a wrap around on Viaduct? They're playing on the enemy health bag at 60%. There is one spawner coming. Sizer is down. They're baiting the point here on Viaduct, which is so dangerous. They're going to get a second kill on a Shrugger. TLR is down. Banny going to walk forward and do some damage to Ruin. Kills him as well. Then the combo is still alive. Harblu up to 85%. Uber's going to be popped off finally. Lansky trying to hunt down the medic here. Did Harb make it out? He's alive. He's at mid. Lansky on the chase. One surf. He needs to make it. He's on house. Harblu, what a play. He's in house still. They need to heal though. They have 5 seconds. They're going to get this in time because of Harblu's survivability. They're sticky, so they need to get to the point. Right now, TLR's going to jump at Platinum as well. Sticky's everywhere. Plat's going to get taken out by the pipe. They're going to get 3 kills here. The Uber did come out, but it's not really going to matter. They have lost everybody except for TLR. Can he 1v6? No, he cannot. Takes down Bandy, comes back to the point and eats the rockets. Harblu though. Oh my god.
Dude, are you kidding? That was probably the best medic play I've ever seen. When I saw the wraparound as well, I didn't even think it. I thought they were on their side. That was nuts. I've never seen that before. A team try to do that. We've seen the wraparound play on like Badlands, Granary. You see a team push all in one way, and you just kind of like, well, we're gonna go behind them, I guess. Doesn't work as well on this map, especially when the other team is Uber. You don't. Harblu though, whoa. Okay, so we're 3-2. By the way, HRG one Viaduct round away from winning Season 13 and all of the prizes that go along with that. So we're really close here. Blank, how about that Harblu play at the end? That was nuts.
Yeah, that was craziest surf probably ever. Craziest escape. I don't know what you want to call it there, honestly.
It had to be better though. Like once he does that, Mixup has to win the fight after that. Like I didn't.
Yeah, they lost 3 people during the Uber, and I mean, when you lose 2 people in the Uber, you pretty much lose. So losing more than that, that's just, I mean, as good as TLR is, he can't kill 6 people by himself.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to point out, by the way, guys, that we had a perfect season last year. This Mixup team, well, not in the specific incarnation of it, but close. Ran the perfect and the gamut 16 and then 16-0 into LAN and didn't lose anything at LAN. And HRG is trying to do the same thing as we go live here. So if they win one of the next 2 rounds here, they will accomplish that DJC and challenge Mixup for the title of best North American TF2 team ever, because that's quite the accomplishment, beating Mixup along the way. But of course, this is not over yet. Halftime goes. 1 round needed for HRG, 2 for Red, for Mixup, who teams have switched sweaters here, and we are going to go in. Mixup gets 2 for 1 to start this out. Enigma's early aggression still the story in these mid-fights. Ruin does go down. It is a 4-on-4 situation. Tyler goes down. Sizer, Shrugger with a double on the right side. He's pushing in on the needles for Harbaloo, who's had himself a crazy game. Can he stay alive here? 13 health. He's going to try to sneak away. Shade down in the mid.
Why is he
wow.
50?
Oh.
We're watching Shrugger just dance around the house and do a very good job of denying Harbaloo. Wisey walks in the uncovered flank and drops Shade. And we've seen this a lot tonight. Harbaloo has stayed, well, this afternoon. Harbaloo has stayed alive and had his Uber, but HRG have had their way with him in terms of getting forces. Speaking of, here goes Tag's huge bomb. Harbaloo drops to the sickies of Banny!
Wow.
Oh, dear lord, that is not what Mixup need right now.
I was watching Banny put those up. I'm not sure if it was trap or if he just got bursted down by sudden damage, but that was worst case scenario for HRG, or for Mixup, sorry. Best case scenario for HRG is they have their medic up. Shade's going to have a big advantage. The point was capped off right now by Red. They are holding on the point, but like I said, Shade with that huge Uber advantage will be able to push back in. But how do you drop there, DJC? Oh my god, that's crazy.
Oh man, I don't think we've seen HRG in this situation really. We aren't going to see an force attempt here from Mixup. In fact, actually we are. TLR jumped in deep. Tag took a lot of damage, but Shade was pretty far back, pretty safe. He's going to get his Uber now. Lansky's going to die, so they're down their pocket here, but I don't think it's going to matter. They have that Uber, everyone's stacked on point. Enigma going in for the force is going to drop 2 rockets on a Shade and get the pop and stay alive here. He's going to get chased down by Tagarung, though. He's on the health pack. YZ50 is dead. Platinum gets plus forwarded by Shrugger and drops as well. Enigma just eats a pipe coming in from behind. Nice by Banny there. So 50% advantage now for Mixup, and they're going to be able to push this without losing too much time.
I feel like they are losing chunks of time in these situations while HRG has been more efficient. Not just the success rate of the bombs and turning out the Uber advantage and leapfrogging, as Bloodslayer would say. But we're going to see the fight right now. Mixup needs to really get on it quick and start capping, because these little stretches of time that they're allowing are coming back to bite them as time, at 2 minutes here, both Ubers, or sorry, Red's Uber is going to be popped out here, but not a great one, as Shrugger and Tagarung are going to dominate the flank here. They are on point, but Shade at 90% Uber, he's going to be able to re-push with his team, and they're going to do so right now.
Tag, he's getting spotted out, unfortunately. Our cameraman alerting us to that fact. Uber is going to be popped off from HRG. Platinum and Shade going to make this out. Oh, the scout chase here from Sizer and Shrugger, though, getting flashed with that Uber. We'll take down YZ50. Shade is up on the cliff right now, but Mixup can't really take advantage of that positioning from him. Nice from Tag to create a distraction there and to open up some space. It just didn't work out so well in the end. And the Uber leapfrogging, as Bloodsire would say over here. We're going to see Mixup try and push in now. There's a lot of players stacked in tunnel. Tag eats a lot of damage down to 20. Shrugger's half right now. Sizer going to 1v1 Enigma on the flank. Drops him from the fight. There's stickies up on the log on middle here, so Mixup will need to be very careful where they go. They're just going to pop their Uber. Ruin's going to hold down W. YZ50's dead to the stickies, though. Banny's caught out on the far side. Ruin with the 3-shot onto him. Is moving into the spawn, even, but is not going to stick around. He knows Lansky is there to protect his medic's Shade, so again, Mixup not going to lose a lot of time off of this, but Shade has his Uber. Banny's spawn is right now, so they're going to move very quickly off of this. Mixup going to probably come away from this behind on time.
Very technical round being played here by both teams, leapfrogging back and forth. Here comes the Uber now from HRG. They have caught Mixup out, got Enigma and YZ50. Combo is going to make it out. Some nice poke frags, I guess. Platinum and Tyler able to drop Banny and Lansky. Fighting still taking on point. Ruin is down now to Tagarung. Harbaloo is getting pressured right now. Back to Platinum's able to save his medic's life. Crucial frag there. Harbaloo keeps his advantage now as he's in spawn. Blue does have the point. 1 minute and counting. 122 for Mixup. This game is going to be a crazy finish. Shade's building as fast as he can with his scout and his team, but they've given up the point. And so now it is back in the hands of the red side Mixup, who are at 115 and counting. But they're poised to run off a nice stretch here, but HRG is going to run their play. DJC, they're going to try to suicide everyone for the force, and they've done it almost every time.
Yeah, they're jumping Lansky over cliff right now. He's going to go for the double, gets denied by YZ50 and Ruin. Shade is Harbaloo is so far back, he milks it. He knows he has to. He pops it at 11 health. Finally, it comes. They get everybody down, but Harbaloo had to pop that or he was going to die. They've been so successful at those 4-man suicides, and the only reason they were even in such a good position in the first place is to see Enigma going into spawn and dying. Like, Harbaloo didn't have the sexy surf, he didn't take the rocket and fly across the map, but he surfed a scattergun shot that kept him alive on so little HP by Clip. A little mini air shot gonna go off from Lange here on a TLR as they repush the point. Ruin's in behind right now, distracting and buying some time for his team. Gonna drop 3 shots on a Sizer and take him down. YZ50 and Ruin both in behind. Banny's aware though. He is denying them their entryways. Here comes Ruin. Gets one little shot off on his tag. Harb's gonna live against Shrugger. Uber was not forced at any point by Shade there. At a 20-second advantage, Tag's gonna hit a nice air versus air Matrix-style rocket out of Ruin. Mixup have to push this without Uber pretty much. They need the force right now, and Harblu has to live in this fight. But look at Shade's positioning. He is so far back. The big bomb is coming. They get the pop instantly. Harblu has to leave right now, and they have to be ready to repush off of these spawns. 54%. They have time to get this, but they're chasing Harblu. Our HRG. They're into the spawn is Lansky. He's shooting some rockets. There's nothing going to come of this. 24 seconds is all Mixup has left in their land life. They need to cap this right now, or it's over.
Yeah, it's make this push or you're done. HRG wins. Mixup has to make this push happen. There's no time. 10 seconds left on the clock for Blue. They are ready. Saying, come at us. We're on the point. Harblu will have his Uber. Big aggressive bomb by Enigma, taking a ton of pressure off, and they're going to be able to pick up Shade on the backside. Tyler follows up his Roamer's bomb. Pressure on the point, but Red, I believe, is going to get this. HRG coming in on the left side, get a couple frags, and they're actually back on the point here. They need to get on the point, goes Red, but they're going to get cleaned up. Only Platinum remains. Is this it? Is this GG? It is! GG goes HRG. Season 13 LAN champions. A perfect season. Mixup put up a fight, but in the end, HRG too strong.
Banny was left untouched on that final push. He was sitting over on concrete and got so much spam out, and Tag and Lansky didn't really take a lot of damage either. Mixup did not do a great job of focusing those last 3 targets, and they lost everybody. But that was so close. That was probably the most intense 2-map series you're ever going to see in TF2.
It really was. And for a Sunday, an early Sunday day over there in Dallas, Texas, that was quite the show. I think a lot of people wanted a second best of 3. I think I did as well. I didn't get to cast anything yesterday, but that was awesome. Congratulations, of course, to HRG, who not only have won Season 13, but now if the chip-in fund or the Kickstarter, or whatever that thing is called, goes through, and we are capable of sending a team to I-49, it will be HRG. So they are now officially North America's best team. They've been so all season long, EJC, and they proved it on LAN, and it's got to feel good for those guys who I think a lot of people thought were the second best team in a LAN environment, but Mixup in the end, not quite strong enough, but they did give us quite the show.
Yeah, we'll take a look at some stats here before we throw it over to Blank's analysis. Banny went 51 and 25 with 491 damage a minute. Sizer and Shrugger both at about 290 to 300 damage per minute, and they both had great kill deaths. They were, honestly, Shrugger had like a low damage first day, but he played like he was always in good positions, always doing good things, and today everything came together. He was great in that map on Viaduct, huge. Lansky with 350 damage a minute, Tag great as well. Over on Mixup side, I'll let you look at those stats, cbear, but a couple things standing out to me pretty obviously.
I believe we're going to talk to Sizer as well, guys, so don't go away quite yet. He just joined us. We'll get to you in a second, Paul, as we were going to wrap it up here. Yeah, the only person under 5 digits in damage, YZ50 again, had some frags there, but just not quite up to par with the rest of the game. Ruin with a huge game. Look at that damage number. Jesus, on Scout. That's crazy. Okay, let's say to Blank real fast, and then we'll go to Paul. Blank, HRG wins LAN. They do so convincingly. Perfect season. What did you think of that Viaduct game?
That was just really intense and well played to them. I mean, just crucial picks going in the favor of HRG towards the end there, and Banny just kind of not getting touched on that last push sort of sealed the deal, as I feel like Mixup just focused down Shade a little bit too much, and HRG just collapsed in on point, and they come away with a LAN championship here.
Okay, yeah, it was really awesome. Okay, so Paul, you're here. I don't know if you guys are doing hugs and
stuff.
We've
done the hugs already.
All right,
it's been a big embrace.
All right, congratulations, season 13, perfect season. How does it feel?
It feels pretty good, man. I mean, this one meant a lot because it meant the I-49 being the team. You know, it means we're going to Europe. So I think we're all a little giddy, a little all excited. You know, everyone's walking around looking at their stats, looking at all their messages that they're getting. It's nice, you know. It's like the best feeling in TF2 right now that you can get from this game.
That's awesome. So what was going through the team's mind when it went to 2-1 for Mixup? I believe you guys ran off the last 3 rounds of that game, if I'm not incorrect. I think that's right. Did you guys get worried that maybe they had your number on that map, or did you think you?
Oh yeah, man. As soon as they started the heavy shit, like the stuff that we never see in scrims, the stuff that they say for LAN, the heavy, like we got a little nervous, but you gotta also understand we have Grant Vincent who can take down any heavy at any point in time, so it wasn't that too nerve-wracking there. But
I have one question. What do you have to say to Mr. Slidensizer? Because you played awesome all LAN.
It's not stream friendly. I had all these plans to be a dick to Slen just because like I had the confidence going in, but I'm just gonna leave it at, you know, I'll let the results speak for themselves. We didn't get third.
Congrats, dude. I was wrong.
Oh, he's back. The random.
He comes in here with the little quiet talk there. Sorry that I'm pausing all the time. I'm looking at people passing by and such.
Okay, so what's the environment like now for Mixup? They clear out.
We're literally touching tables with them, and they're not looking too thrilled. Like,
was there a competitive handshake at the end, like a game, well played?
Oh yeah, yep. I gotta say, in all honesty, Harblu's handshake needs work. I'm gonna be honest. It's kind of limp. It's kind of yeah. It's a little
limp. Sweaty. Okay.
Well, I mean, I'll forgive him for that because it was an intense game. But
I have to know, by the way, this didn't end up having any bearing on the actual game, but Harblu's crazy escape from basically your spawn doors to his spawn doors in the midst of that team fight. What was going through your guys' minds? Like, that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen in TF2. It didn't end up like really mattering because you guys just won right afterwards, but that had to be pretty crazy to watch. Like, how did he live? What the hell?
Was it the one where Lange was like trying to shoot rockets at him on the catwalk after a while?
They
like
wrapped,
he just came from one.
I don't know if that. I mean, they wrapped around your side. You guys had Uber. They were like 40%.
Yeah. I was dead, and I was watching it from Lance's screen, and I had to like bite my tongue, man. You don't want to wreck his confidence after that one. But Harblu's fucking moves, man. He was dodging, weaving. We could not keep up with him then.
Right.
Lansky's giving the excuse that it didn't matter.
That's what I
won
said,
the
but
round.
It was still crazy. Okay.
It was still a crazy play by Harblu.
How happy is Shrugger right now? After like, how happy is Shrugger? Because I mean, he was so maligned for his first LAN, and this one he was pretty crazy today.
Okay, tell the audience how happy you are to get this LAN out of the way. You know, I'm very happy. He is very happy. That is the direct answer from Shrugger right there.
Your microphone doesn't pick up a lot of that background noise. Like, we could barely hear him say that, but that's good. Congratulations to him. And let's see, is there anything else? Any other real questions? Blank, Slin, DJ, Lang, Kurt? Anyone want to know anything? Chat?
Well, it was supposed to be HRG's turn to win this year, and it was. Maybe Mixup will win next year.
Yeah, they're definitely going to win next year, but I mean, the season after, we're going to be right back at it.
Yeah.
I was just checking Twitter, and it looks like the season 14 was announced, TF2 in the mix, so we're set for another season of ESEA action. By the way, I want to say, I haven't done this, that we are on the ESEA Orange stream, which is awesome, but generally, if you like TF2, you like what you saw, maybe new to the competitive sixes or any TF2, go to teamfortress.tv, and there are links to other streamers, VODs of games I've casted both here and in EU, and pretty much anything that you want in the TF2 room. It's awesome. It's Enigma's site. So, yeah, Sizer, you joined us twice. Awesome. You just messaged me. You want to give a shout out. You've already swore twice on a stream that we're not allowed to swear on, so do it without swearing.
You can fucking swear on the stream.
I couldn't even remember swearing. I just got to give a shout out to first the community for, you know, the donation drives, the I-49 donation drives. Just like the tip of the hat was incredible too. That event was insane. I also got to give a shout out to HRG. Go check them out. They have a new YouTube channel they're gonna be pimping. Maybe we can get some of the Shades videos up on there. And also the charity that actually donated to get us to LAN as well, www.gamersforacause.com. Please check them out, like them on Facebook if you can. And, you know, you guys for shoutcasting. It was awesome.
Hey, well, yeah, well, let me...
One question that the chat is asking in Drove, now that you guys won LAN and went undefeated, what the hell does BP stand for?
It never meant anything. I'll tell the story about it. I've been avoiding telling the story, but what happened was we couldn't think of a name, right? We're just really not creative people. Oh, they're yelling at me. They don't want to. Oh my god. Oh, maybe next LAN win we'll tell it, or if we win I-49. What are you doing? Yeah, they're all about to strangle me if I tell them.
Don't worry, I'll be outside at I-49. I'll get the truth. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Okay, I'll leave it at alone.
Tell Shay to put up a video on his YouTube explaining it, because we have people that
Look
want
at
to know.
my team just all swarmed me. I'm not even kidding. They were all doing their own thing, and then they just ran over as I was about to tell the story about the name.
They have a trophy to protect from Tyler. They should get on that
Oh,
instead.
yeah. Oh, who's getting the trophy? Uh-oh.
You guys should break it.
It's gotta be
Oh
Tyler.
my god. This is gonna end up in a fist fight.
Okay,
Oh my god, they're starting to swear at each other. This is getting heated.
Uh-oh. All right, so you guys figured that out. Paul, thanks for joining us. Why don't we cut this off here? I got to give shout-outs to the team, of course. DJC, rumor has it this was your last cast. I don't think that's true, but do you want to give us the sign-off here? I mean, I'm going to keep going for another one, so.
You have one more cast, and then you're probably done as well. It's been great casting with you for 3 years, cbear. It's been a fun time. We ended on a great finals, even though it was only 2 maps and not 6, like I think we were all hoping, but this has been a pleasure. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yep, and let's give it to Slin and Blank, who and Lange, and well, we'll give everyone their shout out here. But you two, Slin and Blank, casted majority yesterday. Lange as well. Anything you guys want to say and wrap up? You got a full day of LAN fun under your belts. How was it?
It was a lot of fun. I'd just like to give a shout out to the viewers for joining us in what was really quite an exciting LAN. Shout out to Ips for coming across, the pond, casting with me for one of the matches. Shout out to Slin for co-casting with me. Shout out to my team, of course, the Madmen, and shout out to all the clowns out there in the stream.
Yeah, the clowns are the best. I love our stream chat. Like, sometimes it gets a little Siglemic-esque, but generally it's awesome. When they filled it up with the meat shots, I had a big dumb smile on my face. All right, so Slin, anything you want to say?
Just shout out to cbear and DJC. You guys, I started casting because of you guys, and you guys are my favorite casters of all time. And hopefully see you guys next LAN. You
sound like you just woke up. Were you aware that you left your stream on all night, Mr. Slin?
I fell asleep. I gotta watch the VOD.
I woke up this morning and I got Lange's like, by the way, don't say anything stupid. It's a Slin stream and so on. I was like, okay. Okay, Lange, best producer, cameraman, everything in TF2. Anything you want to add before we cut it out?
Well, I do want to say that I'm not the best cameraman anymore. That title belongs to TrukTruk. 2 weekends in a row, pulling multiple 12-hour days, and just catching almost everything you could expect a human to catch. Kurt's done an amazing job on camera, and I think he deserves everyone's applause. But I just want to say that it's another LAN under my belt. I've been involved in a lot of LANs in almost every single way that one can be, except as a player. Maybe one day I'll get to play in one, but for now, it was fun wearing all my different hats for this one.
Yeah, we're really lucky to have such a great production team. TrukTruk, like Lange said, is awesome. I don't know if they can hear you. If you want to say anything, feel free. It's your show. 2 weekends in a row, countless hours of TF2 streaming, and just gotten so much better. I mean, not even just that, but the last month, what I and DJC, we haven't been casting. Lange's out of commission with his internet. You've been streaming basically everything for TFTV. So you are the man, the deuce, Mr. TrukTruk, Kurt, and all those awesome names. Shout out to him. You want to say anything or no? Yeah. Okay. Well, if I don't gas another LAN, ladies and gentlemen, I love you all, and it's been a pleasure casting pretty much every LAN that's ever happened in this game. But if that is indeed the case, you're in great hands with the remaining casters, Slin, Blank, and Lange, and everybody else. Bloodsaya over here. Okay, so we'll cut it, you guys. If you want to watch more esports, I think there is still Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It's an okay game. It's no TF2, but it's all right. If you want to watch that, support the rest of the ESEA LAN. Otherwise, in a couple weeks, we'll be back on TeamFortress.tv for the 6v9 AG community thing. I think it has a better name. Community versus Pros, that's the name. I think it's number 5, and I'll be casting that. There's rumors that Robin Walker might join me, and I will hit on him live on air. Ooh, it'll be fun. But anyway, guys, we are going to cut it. Good night, good day, and we will see you in a couple weeks for the 6v9.